Hello my friends, welcome back to Keto in the Chaos. My name is Tammy and on this channel I like to share all my tips and tricks on how I lost 200 pounds without bariatric surgery and how you can be successful on your own weight loss journey. So if that's what you're looking for, don't forget to click the subscribe button and ring the bell for more videos like this one to inspire you to get started. My top 3 tips. Hello everyone and welcome back to another video. I am so happy that you stopped to check in on me on my week 4 of my 2023 mini cut for fat loss on keto. Okay, so that's not entirely true. I mean, I am happy that you're here, but I'm not super excited about this, and in fact, I don't really want to make this video. But I am doing it anyway because I feel obligated to do so. Not because I want to, not because I'm excited to, not because I'm ready to share my journey with you, but I'm feeling extremely uncomfortable today and I just really don't want to make a video. But I'm doing it anyway because it's Monday, it's check-in day, and I really don't have a choice. Part of the reason I don't want to make this video is because it is now 11 o'clock and I haven't even gotten started with my day. Haven't even gotten started with homeschooling the kids or anything. I am trapped in this never-ending cycle of I just can't get anything done. And then I finally decided I was just going to bite the bullet and get this done, and we will start school late. Told the kids just go eat breakfast and do their thing until I was done with this. But then I couldn't find my camera battery, and after searching and searching, I finally found it miraculously just when I was about to quit and give up on the idea, and I sat down to record the video and my microphone was then dead. That's when I remembered, oh yeah, you bought a new microphone with a charger so that you could have a microphone that was always charged and you wouldn't have to change the battery out, because I'm telling you what, changing the battery out of this thing is a pain in the butt. And so I went to get my new microphone that I just bought and I literally have never used. I have no idea where it is. Where I thought it was not. And I do not know where it is. I have no idea. Luckily, I was able to find some 9-volt batteries in a random drawer in my kitchen, and I changed out the battery in this stupid microphone so that I can make this video, even though every single time I go to change the battery in the microphone, I can't remember how to do it. It's extremely stressful. I can't get it done, and for some reason, I end up almost in tears. But here we are. Now, all of these things are a daily occurrence at my house, but apparently I'm not allowed to mention my mental disorders in this channel, on this space. I have been policed by the YouTube police and told that I'm not allowed to mention ADHD because it makes people uncomfortable. Well, I'll tell you what. I've never really been about trying to make people feel comfortable on this channel. The whole point of this channel was to teach you how to lose weight. That's why I started this channel. That's why I got excited about it. And guess what? The fact that I have ADHD is the reason I got hyperfixated on keto and was able to learn every single thing about it and teach you all every single thing about it. But guess what? My hyperfixation isn't on that anymore, and I can't remember a dang thing about it. The only thing I know about it is what works for me, what has worked forever, and it's what I do. I can't remember all the nitty-gritty details I shared in all my early videos. I can't, because my brain does not work that way. I know the small amount that I need in order to keep going, but the rest of it, no. And it's all back there in videos I already made. It's all there if you want to go and learn every little tiny detail about keto and why it works and all that. But for me right now, I'm just on a weight loss journey. And right now I'm learning a lot about my mental health. I didn't know I had this disorder. It's obvious now. In fact, I see it everywhere because that's what happens. You hyperfixate. And I've been told that it's really irritating that I'm always talking about it. So before I got diagnosed, I was told it was really irritating that I talked about it because I wasn't actually diagnosed and I was just kind of like, making it up. Now that I have proof, people don't want to hear it because they say I'm making excuses. I'm using it as a crutch. A crutch for what, I ask you? Am I binge eating to satisfy the cravings that I really, 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 really want? No. Am I chewing on gummy bears all day, which is all I think about, and it's everything that I want and everything that I need, and I cannot do it? No. Am I walking around trying to find any kind of ADHD fidget thing that will make me feel even slightly better? Yes. And do you know what? I haven't found one yet. The only difference between now and then is that my hyperfixation is now on something else. And so what I know about and what I'm talking about and what I'm thinking about isn't the same thing anymore. And yes, while I am technically on a mini cut right now and I am losing weight using a ketogenic diet, and that is what this video is about, this video is also about me and my journey and how I'm getting where I am. And I bet you there's lots of people out there that have newly diagnosed ADHD, or maybe they don't know they have ADHD, and me talking about it will help them learn how they can lose weight too, despite having a mental disorder. Now, I did all that with ADHD, not knowing I had it, figuring it all out by myself without any help. I didn't even have ADHD medication. And ever since I started taking medication, my life has been infinitely easier. But what comes alongside with being able to think is also seeing what other people think about you and realizing that other people don't see you the same way you thought they did. And being able to think clearly helped me to make the connections between how I got obese in the first place and the fact that I have a mental disorder that was undiagnosed. How does that not apply to this channel? How does that not apply to my weight loss journey? Just because I did it without knowing what I was doing doesn't mean it doesn't apply. It's just mind-boggling to me. I'm still mad about it, and I'm probably gonna still be mad about it, and I'm gonna hyperfixate on my reactive tendencies and my inability to not get mad when people insult me or tell me what to do, because these are things that I cannot control. I used to think that I was just weak or crazy. I mean, how many times have I joked on this channel and in real life that I'm the crazy person? My channel is called Keto Chaos. I resonate with chaos. Chaos is me. And just because I now have a description of why, now all of a sudden I'm being silenced and canceled, and people are leaving my channel in droves because they can't deal with the fact that I have a mental disorder? How is that fair? So now I have to put on a happy mask and be like, weight loss is easy. You can do it too. And guess what? It ain't. Is ain't a word? No, ain't a word. You ain't supposed to say it. Say ain't 5 times and you ain't going to heaven. Oh, crap. Sorry. So here's the thing. I'm still on my weight loss journey. This is week 4. I am going to give you my weigh-ins, and I'm going to show you everything that I ate this week to lose weight on a ketogenic diet. I'm also going to show you my happy little exercise clips, because the only way I can get this body to move is by forcing myself to go to a dance class that, yes, my daughter is my teacher, which gives me internal motivation to not screw up and to show up, because I don't want to disappoint her. And I'm also going to show you all my weigh-ins, whether or not they were exciting, because that is what I do. And I'm also going to show you a before and after of my gorgeous abs, because I can and I want to. And I'm going to show you before and after of the week, how they look in, and then at the end of the video, I will also show you before and after the 4 weeks, and you can compare them. And guess what? It's a banging difference. And you know why? It's because I have lymphedema. And when I go on keto, especially on a cut keto where I'm not eating a lot of calories, my body is able to finally release a lot of that lymphatic fluid that collects around my plastic surgery scars. You don't see anyone silencing me when I'm using lymphedema as an excuse as to why I was fluffy in December. Why isn't everyone calling me out on that? You're blaming this imaginary thing that just happened, maybe isn't real, on your fatness. You don't want to admit that you actually gained body fat. Well, the fact that I lost all of it in 3 weeks shows that a lot of it was just water weight. Yes, I gained some body fat because I ate food. And you know what? It's okay. I'm accepting of that. I don't know why you guys aren't accepting of that. That's like normal. That's normal. I didn't binge eat. I didn't even ADHD munch. I didn't even randomly snack on whatever because I went to the kitchen and was like, oh, that looks good. I'm going to eat that whole box. No, didn't do any of that. I just ate some food. I gained some weight. And you know what? It's already gone. But nobody is in here criticizing me for saying that lymphedema makes me look chubby when I eat carbs, because everyone here wants to believe that carbs make you fat, which is not actually true. They don't. And especially if you're just normal and you don't have lipedema, fatty tissue disorder, and you don't have lymphedema, a lymphatic system disorder, and you didn't have plastic surgery that causes you even more problems with your lymphatic system. If you're just regular, that's just the way it is. If you eat carbs, you eat fats, you eat proteins, it doesn't really matter. It's the calories that matter, which is why on a cut, I'm eating 1,300 calories. You guys all like my earrings? I don't think I've worn these on my channel before. These cute little chicken earrings were a gift from Candace Brewer. And if you haven't checked out her awesome channel, you should. She has amazing keto recipes over there, and she has lost so much weight. And I'm so proud of her, and she is one of my good in real life friends. So if you have a chance to get over to Candace Brewer's channel, Candance, just like she can dance, and check her out and let her know that I sent you, I'd be grateful. And Candy, thank you for the beautiful chicken earrings. They look super cute with my outfit today. So let's go into the footage since that's why you're here. Some of you probably just skipped the whole diatribe. Anyway, good on you. If you want to do that, that's fine. Let's get into the footage. Guys, it is 2:30 on Monday and it is a new week and I am having my first meal of the day. I am having some of those delicious protein powder waffles. So today I made them with 2 large eggs, 31 grams of Snickerdoodle Keto Chow protein powder, 20 grams of blueberries, and a little bit of almond milk to thin it out. And then on top I've got 12 grams of butter and some powdered swerve. I'm also having 35 grams of fried mozzarella cheese, 35 grams of center cut bacon, and of course, a Built Puff Bar. And that's going to be my first meal of the day. is 10 o'clock on Monday. I just got home from jazz class. It was super fun tonight. We finished a lot of our dance, so that was great. And Dave just made me some dinner, and I'm going to have my final meal of the day. So I am having these really delicious air fryer chicken patties. He made these with 12.5, or basically 1 large can of canned chicken, 1 egg, and 40 grams of mozzarella cheese. I'm having also some roasted cauliflower with nothing on it, just salt, pepper, and a little olive oil spray, and some sweet chili sauce from G. Hughes. And that is going to be my last meal of the day. Alrighty guys, it's 2:30 on Tuesday, and I'm about to have my first meal of the day. Today I'm having 20 grams of center cut bacon and a kind of like a chalupa made with cheese and an egg on the inside. I got this idea from a girl on TikTok who commented on my fried cheese video, and a built puff. Then today I am having some creamy ice cream. Today I made it with 1 scoop or 46 grams of Snickerdoodle Keto Chow. And I used 60 grams of half and half, 280 grams of coconut milk, the kind, the coconut almond Califia Farms ones, not straight coconut milk, and some sweetener, and it's amazing. And on top I have some homemade sugar-free whipped cream, 25 grams, and that is going to be my first meal of the day. Alrighty guys, it's 9 o'clock on Tuesday. I'm about to have my final meal of the day. Tonight I'm having a lettuce wrap burger. It's a huge amount of lettuce, a little bit of burger. 1 burger, 1 slice of cheese, a whole bunch of veg, some sugar-free ketchup, mustard, and a bag of Quest chips, and a salted caramel Built Bar for dessert. And that is going to be my final meal of the day. Alrighty everyone, it's Wednesday, crazy Wednesday. I just don't have very much time at home on Wednesday. I rushed as much as I could, but it's still almost 3 and I have to snarf this food in like 10 minutes. But this is what I'm having for my first meal of the day. I am having more creamy ice cream. I tasted this one and it was not that great, but the recipe is basically strawberry keto chow, some powdered swerve, 60 grams of half and half, and almond milk to fill up the cup. Then after I mixed it on light ice cream setting, and did I added a tablespoon of almond milk to it again, and then respun it, and then I added mix-ins of 40 grams of raspberries and 12 grams of Lily chocolate chips, ran it on the mix-in, and it didn't mix it in, so then I ran it on respin. That's where I'm at. It doesn't taste that great, but it looks nice. And I'm having 28 grams of center cut bacon, one of those egg chalupas, just like yesterday, with 1 egg and 40 grams of mozzarella cheese, and a built puff. And that is going to be my first meal of the day. Alrighty guys, it is 10 o'clock. Oh my gosh, how is it 10 o'clock? Because clogging ended at 9 and it took us like 15 minutes to get out there. It took 45 or 30 minutes to get home and 15 minutes for me to put my plate together. That Dave made me yummy food. I am having hamburger gravy over cauliflower rice. So this is 200 grams of cauliflower rice topped with a gravy made from bouillon. We use the Knorr beef bouillon with xanthan gum and water to make the gravy, and I have eight, oh my gosh, I'm so tired, 8 ounces of ground beef, and then 30 grams of frozen peas, 30 grams of onion, and on top, 40 grams of cheddar cheese. Looks delicious, and I can't wait to eat it, and I'm so hungry, and that's going to be my last meal of the day. Alrighty guys, it is Thursday at 1 o'clock. It is my bath day. I'm getting in the tub and I'm gonna have my first meal in the bath, so I'm recording it right now. I'm having more creamy ice cream. This one was made with chocolate keto chow, 46 grams, 60 grams of half and half, 254 grams of Califia Farms almond coconut milk, and 15 grams of cream cheese, melted cream cheese. And I think I put a little bit of sweetener in this too. And then on top, I have 20 grams of homemade sugar-free whipped cream. I'm also gonna have some Quest chips, a Built Bar, and a piece of light Frigo string cheese. That is gonna be my first meal of the day. Alrighty, everyone, it's 8:30 on Thursday. I forgot what day it was again. And I'm about to have my final meal of the day. I'm having broccoli chicken Alfredo. I've got 200 grams of broccoli, 6 ounces of chicken, 20 grams of mozzarella cheese, and I think 115 or 100 grams of Alfredo sauce. And that is going to be my last meal of the day. Today, mind you, we're going to get chocolate.
Yes.
We're going to go tour a chocolate factory. You ready for this? They have ice cream too.
Really?
They're gonna make us eat it. Only problem is, I'm on a diet!
Type of ice cream. If it's vanilla, I'll eat it. If it's chocolate, I'm far away. Can I be strawberry? I don't know. Can I be chocolate? If it's caught,
Guys, I just toured Mrs. Kavanaugh's chocolate shop here in North Salt Lake, and I couldn't eat any of this stuff because, you know, no sugar. And on the way out, the lady was like, I was like, I want to try one of those sugar-free things, and she gave it to me for free because I didn't take any of the samples, and it's so cute. Look how cute. It's just a little, and it's a raspberry jelly chocolate, and she says it's 80 calories, so I'm gonna have to figure out a way to track it, but I'm super excited. It is maltitol sweetened, so that's why only one, because, yeah, don't want to risk it, but I'm going to try it right now. Haven't had chocolate in a while. Oh, man. That's really good. Look at that. Super yummy. And totally sugar-free. Delicious. Hey guys, it is 1:05. I'm getting ready to go over and teach at my daughter's school, and so I'm trying to eat before I go. You saw I had a piece of chocolate at the Mrs. Kavanaugh store, and now I'm having one of those cheese chalupas and some bacon. This is 30 grams of bacon, 1 egg, and 40 grams of mozzarella cheese. And then I made some of my old-time blueberry lemon sludge, but I put way too much almond milk in it, so it's more like soup. But I used a cup of 0% Fage Greek yogurt, 1 scoop or 29 grams of Isopure protein powder, a couple of squirts of Mio, and some almond milk. I think it was like 60 grams, way too much. And then on top I have 40 grams of blueberries and 20 grams of homemade sugar-free whipped cream. That's going to be my first meal of the day. Alrighty guys, it is 9 o'clock on Friday. It's been a weird day, and I'm glad it's over. But I am going to be having my final meal of the day, and tonight I'm having chicken taco salad. So I have a package of cheddar Quest chips topped with 30 grams of cheddar cheese. Then I've got 6 ounces of chicken breast on there, a cup of lettuce, 60 grams of salsa, 60 grams of tomato, and 20 grams of sour cream. And that is going to be my last meal of the day. Hi everyone, it is Saturday. It is 3 o'clock. It has been a day so far. Been fairly challenging day today. I'm finally eating and I really need to. I am ravenously starving. So today I am having some protein sludge. This one is made with a cup of Greek yogurt, the 0% fat, 1 scoop or 31 grams of keto chow snickerdoodle, a little cinnamon, a little sweetener, 50 grams of almond milk to thin it out. And then on top I've got 20 grams of homemade sugar-free whipped cream, 10 grams of perfect keto honey nut cereal, and a little cinnamon. Then I am also having 20 grams of center cut bacon, one of those little egg and cheese chalupas with 40 grams of mozzarella cheese, and a Built Bar. And that is going to be my first meal of the day. Alrighty guys, it's 8:30 on Saturday and I'm about to have my final meal of the day. Tonight I'm having 6 chicken wings. They sent these veggies, but I tracked a lot more than that, so I don't know if I'm going to just eat something else or I don't know. But that's what I'm having for my last meal of the day. Alright, well it's 10 o'clock now and I am still hungry. The wings were just kind of disappointing tonight. So I ran downstairs and grabbed 100 grams of plain raspberries. So I'm hoping that this will fill me up for the night so I can sleep and start over again tomorrow. Hey everyone, it's Sunday. It is 3:30 in the afternoon. I have had a really rough day today. I mean, it started out all right. I had a great time at church, but then I came home and just immediately felt this major ADHD overwhelm and just like I couldn't decide what to eat. It took me forever to decide. I finally decided and I'm just like, I don't know. I feel drained. I feel like I can't do anything else and I have a lot more to do today. But it is what it is. This is how my life usually is. I didn't know it was caused by ADHD. Just always been like this, easily overwhelmed. Yeah, I don't know that knowing it's ADHD helps much, especially when I am talking to my family and my kids just like, stop blaming all your problems on ADHD. Well, I don't know what I'm going to blame my problems on. I guess just being crazy. Oh, wait. That's what I used to blame it on. Regardless, I'm about to eat, and here's my first meal of the day. I don't even know. Last first is 3:30 in the afternoon. I am having protein waffles. These waffles are made with 1 egg, 1 scoop or 31 grams of keto chow snickerdoodle, and a little bit of almond milk to thin it out. And I put a little baking powder in this time to see if they deflate less. It looks like it's doing a better job. On top I have 20 grams of blueberries in them also. And on top I have some powdered swerve and 8 grams of butter. Then I have one of those little egg chalupas I've been making. Thank you to the person on Instagram who showed me this trick. It is awesome. I love eating my egg inside my cheese like that now. It's 40 grams of cheese and 1 egg. I'm having 20 grams of bacon, and I really need some chocolate, so I'm going for some Quest peanut butter cups, and that is going to be my first meal of the day. Alrighty guys, it is 7 o'clock, and I'm about to have my final meal of the day. I'm having Quest chip taco salad. This is 1 package of Quest chips, 200 grams of shredded chicken, a cup of lettuce, 60 grams of tomatoes, 60 grams of salsa, and 20 grams of sour cream, and 40 grams of cheddar cheese. That's going to be my last meal of the day. All right, there you go. So that was everything happened this week. Pretty boring. Actually, it seemed like it was pretty boring. I've been putting up little videos in shorts of a lot of these foods that were in this video, so you've probably seen a lot of them. If you're just bored of watching these long videos, I know I've been criticized on why can't you make them shorter? I can't. So that's why I've been making shorts. If you just want to see an example of 1 day of eating for 1,300 calories, there's a whole bunch of those in shorts, so go check those out. But if you're here for all of the data and the fun stuff, we can talk about that. You saw, of course, my dance classes were well into our recital dances. They're pulling me out of my comfort zone a little bit, which is fun. And my daughter loves to pull us old ladies out of our comfort zones, and we all appreciate that, even if we don't show her the gratitude that we should. It's been a little bit strange this week. The scale was weird this week. The 180s were kind of toying with me. They were being kind of mean. This is kind of what happened when I originally got into Wonderland. And if you've ever had a static weight for a really long time and your body just doesn't want to go past it, you might find a lot of weeks like this where you're just kind of like so close you feel like you just want to die because you just want to see it so bad. And then it just doesn't happen. That's kind of where I am with the 180s at the moment. So I did see it a couple of times this week. So let's talk about the weigh-ins. 189.8 was the first time I saw it. That was super exciting. We talked about that last week. But then it went right back up to 191, 191.6, 192. And I was like, no, wrong way. But I've been through this a few times, so I didn't really panic. I was just kind of like, really? Come on. And then 190, and I got excited. 190, I got excited again. And boom, 189 on Sunday, which was fantastic. Now, I did weigh myself today, and I didn't even put it in the video because it was back up to 190 today, and I was just kind of like, rude. My average for the week was 190.4, which was only down 0.8 of a pound from last week. Now, if I go by science and if I go by what my Fitbit says, I looked at that earlier, and I actually had a better deficit this week because I had more activity this week than last week. And so I should have lost 1.6 pounds based on my calculated average deficit by TDEE and whatever the things that, it doesn't really matter. Fitbit is not really accurate, but it does give me kind of a barometer of what I might expect in reality. So that even though when I see it on the scale, it doesn't really cooperate with that, in my mind I can go, you know what, the scale's not cooperating, but I know that I'm doing what I need to do to lose over a pound a week. That's the idea. And I don't want you guys to get the wrong idea thinking you can lose, 10 pounds a week, 4 pounds a week. You're not going to. Even on this extreme deficit, maybe if I was exercising every single day, I could push it up to 2 pounds a week. But anything more than 2 pounds a week is just ridiculous. It's not going to happen. It's not real. If you lose that much, it's probably more water weight than anything. And for me, I know that's just not feasible, realistic. But I am excited that I am losing a pound to a pound and a half a week for these 4 weeks that I have been going so far. Even though it looks like a lot more than that on the scale, because I believe my highest weight at the beginning of this was like, 204.6 or something. And now I just hit 189, right? So if you want to do it that way, you can get real excited real quick. But me, I'm being realistic. I have to be realistic because otherwise I will get disappointed when I have weeks like this when I just went down to 0.8, or heaven forbid, weeks when I retain some water and I go up in weight. So I started my cycle on Sunday, so I kind of expected to be gaining a little weight leading up to that. We'll see what happens while I'm on my cycle this week. I really don't know I haven't had the lymphedema thing long enough to really know what's normal for me yet. So I really don't know what to expect this week at all. So we will see what happens. Calories this week were on point. I have to admit, I did fantastic this week. 1306, 1353, 1299, 1299, 1322, 1315, and 1314 for an average of 1315, which was down 1 from last week, which is basically the same. Good job me. I stayed right on target. And my proteins were 154, 132, 135, 138, 156, 146, 134 for an average of 142, which was up 1 gram from last week, but it is well over my goal. My goal, it would be 131 for this calorie amount, and I hit 142, which is great. Remember, you get a bonus of 25% extra burned just by digesting proteins. So keeping protein as your focus, even if you're eating carbs, is key. It is ideal. It's always my goal to have 10% of my calories be the grams of protein, which ends up being 40% of your calories from protein if you're going by your ratios. So that's just easy for me to remember. If I'm doing 1,300 calories, my goal is to always hit 130 grams of protein a day. So if my average is 142, I way exceeded it, and that means even more body fat loss for me. My carbs did really well this week. They were down a little bit from last week. I was at 23 average, and that was down 3 from last week, which is even closer to the keto perfection of 20 net carbs or less, which I don't always stick to. I try to stay as close as I can, but it doesn't always work out. I'm not always like hyperfixating on the carbs being 20. My goal is proteins, number 1, and then carbs as low as I can get them, and then fill it in with fats. So my fats were 65 this week, and that was the same as last week. It's really, really good for body fat loss. So even though the scale wasn't as awesome as I was hoping it would be, it still was pretty great. And I just realized I didn't measure myself again. Oh my gosh. I really got to stop doing that. Should I stop right now and just like go strip and measure myself? Nah. Sorry guys. I'll just have to do it next week. Yeah, no. The time has passed. I'm not going to go get completely undressed and start over. I didn't really notice anything being smaller. I do seem like, to me, a little less swollen, but go figure, I should be more swollen since I started my cycle yesterday. Definitely sore. I'm definitely feeling crampy and miserable. I definitely feel like I need to take some pain meds this time, but I don't know what that has anything to do with anything. I'm definitely at 48 watching for signs of perimenopause. So far, haven't really seen any. I don't really know what to watch for, but I'm sure it's coming. I'm sure it's coming down the line. So I don't have any measurements to share with you guys today. So yeah, I guess that's all of the data. I really need to be done with this video and go and homeschool my kiddos. But I just wanted to say a billion thank yous to all of you who supported me in my rant yesterday when I felt overwhelmed by being told what I can and cannot say on my channel. Those of you who are still here and supporting me, gosh, you guys are the best, and you're the reason I'm here. You're the reason I'm doing this. I would just quit. It's like half the time I don't even want to do this anymore. I would just quit if it wasn't for you guys, and I appreciate it. Well, that and the fact that I really, 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 really need to make money. And in my life, I can't really do another job. This is really the only job that I've ever been able to do. Well, that, and I'm also a photographer, just so you know. I'm a photographer as well. I do only 3 big sessions a year usually, and that's where I get the bulk of what I supply to the family's budget. But YouTube definitely has helped in the past, and it hasn't been helping lately. So if you're here and you're helping with the algorithm, I'm grateful. And to the droves of you who left when I threw my little tantrum, see ya. Hope the door don't hit ya where the good Lord split ya. Alrighty guys, we'll talk to you all again soon.